Go to the Start menu by clicking on the Windows icon and type Adobe. Start the application Adobe Creative Cloud. First, you can simply type the domain, so kth.se, and then enter your personal credentials. Start the Adobe Acrobat DC program. Then you can open File Explorer and navigate to your H directory. If you Alt-Tab back into Adobe Acrobat, make sure that this dialog is not in the way. Alt-Tab back into the File Explorer, and then by clicking and dragging, you can open the PDF document in Adobe Acrobat. Let's make sure that we are a little more zoomed in. For a grayscale vector PDF such as this, we can simply print with Ctrl and P, and then make sure that the print in grayscale black and white checkbox here is checked. At this stage, we could change the settings here, but we could instead go into the properties and then make sure that if we want to print this in A3, this actually has an original format of A1, but since that is a format which you cannot print in the ordinary printers here, we can simply cancel this and define the original format as the format that we want to print out in. And this one we want to print out as an A3. And the paper format should be the same as original formats. We're only printing out one page here, but if you are printing out multiple pages and you want to make sure that all are pinned at a poster or at a pin board, then of course you will have to make sure that you print one-sided. And then we'll make sure that the color option is grayscale, and then we will change the color preset here from document to CAD. We change the raster from coarse to fine. And if there are any raster images in the primarily vector drawing, then we should of course make sure that the compression of the images are changed from high compression to best quality. Then in the other tab we can make sure that there's support for thin lines, and then we can simply press OK. And now when we're back here, we can adjust the percentage of the scale, the zoom level here. And since this is an A1, in original format and we want to print it as an A3, we should define a custom scale of 50%. And now we see here that it's properly placed in the end format A3. And then we can simply press print here. Very good. If we all tab back here into the File Explorer, and then this page 2 here, that is a rasterized PDF. So it consists of one full image, and we can drag that here into the tab here. Been rasterized, so it's just one large image, and as such, we want to make sure that it's printed as accurate as possible to the originally set colors here. We open the tools here in Adobe Acrobat. We scroll down to Protect and Standardize and Print Production. Click on that, select this option Pre-Flight. We make sure that the PDF Analysis tab here is open, and then we choose the option List Page Objects grouped by type of objects, and then we analyze. Having analyzed this, we can expand these, and we see here that on page 1 there's a color image, and if we expand the image here and we scroll down, we see that the ICC-based color space is Adobe RGB 1998. And we want to make sure that this is actually sRGB, so that the printer interprets the colors of the image in a most standard way as possible, so as not to produce too much deviations from the colors we intend. If it would have said sRGB, then we could skip the following step and simply print. But now we want to convert the color space from Adobe RGB to sRGB. We can close down this pre-flight window. Then we simply click Convert Colors here, and the profile that we want to convert to is the sRGB. And we also want to embed the profile, and then we can simply press OK and proceed. So now we can close the print production here, and we can Control P to print. We should make sure that this is not printed in grayscale, so we uncheck this, and we can go into the properties. And going into the property, we see that we have some of the options already retained from the previous printer dialog. All right, we go to quality, and here it's important that we change from grayscale to auto color, and that we also change the color here to perhaps photo. The raster is fine, and the image quality should of course be best quality. And then we simply press OK. Once again, make sure that the scale is correct, so we redefine this to 50%. And then we simply press print here. And generally, raster images take longer time to print. When the progress bar window has disappeared, the document is properly sent to the printer. If necessary, wake the printer by the power button. Use your KTH access card to log in. Click the waiting dialog here, and then you see the two documents there. We can select all, and then we simply press this button to print. And here we see that we have the color image, and the colors look as they should. And here we have the vector image, and everything looks as it should. Very good. After a small amount of time, you will be automatically logged off, but if you want to log out prematurely, then you simply click this button.